Welcome to the Deep Dive, the show where we take your sources, your articles, your research, your notes, and distill them into the most compelling insights, giving you a shortcut to being truly well-informed.
Yeah, getting you right up to speed.
Exactly. And today, we're diving deep into a book that your materials highlight as a true standout, Murder of Necessity, Book 1 of the Gib Bohannon series by Doug McNicol.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't just another police procedural, it's really meticulously crafted, a thriller that pulls you into this chilling game of cat and
Oh,
mouse,
absolutely.
full of surprising facts and twists that kind of redefine whodunit.
It really does. The sources you've provided for this deep dive, they give us an incredible glimpse into a novel that manages to be both, well, intellectually stimulating and viscerally thrilling.
That's a great way to put it.
And what's truly captivating here is how the author crafts this narrative that goes way beyond simple crime solving, delving into complex psychology, some unique art history,
Mm.
and these really blurred lines between justice and revenge. So our mission today really is to explore what makes this book so compelling, pull out those key insights for you.
And maybe get you interested enough to pick it up yourself.
Let's hope so. It's worth it.
Okay, let's unpack this then. So the story throws us right into the thick of it with Detective Gib Bohannon. He's a Toronto homicide detective who, well, he instantly captures your attention.
He does.
He has this really fascinating background, Japanese mother, Scottish father, and this no-nonsense attitude. Honed on the streets of Glasgow, where he spent his formative years.
Right, that Glasgow edge.
Yeah, and he's incredibly sharp, risen quickly through the ranks, apparently clearing almost double the caseload of his peers.
Impressive.
But right from the very first pages, he faces a case unlike any other. It immediately hooks you in. What's that initial spark?
Well, the initial hook is immediate and just.
Hmm?
Audacious. We're talking about a murder where the killer doesn't just leave a body.
Yeah.
No, they call 911 themselves. And they specifically ask for Detective Bohannon by name.
Wow. Okay, so not random at all.
Not even close. It's a personal invitation, a direct challenge thrown down right for the beginning.
And the scene itself.
Over the top. Almost saged, you could say. A nude body hanging from ropes attached to 3 ceiling hooks in what looks like a recently abandoned flop house.
Staged how?
Well, evidence, like multiple footprints, bloody handprints.
Mm-hmm.
It's seemingly left in plain sight,
Mm.
almost too obvious.
Huh.
It immediately makes you, and Gib, of course, ask why. Why would a killer want to be found, or maybe more precisely, found by this detective?
Right. It sets up this immediate psychological puzzle, suggests the killer has a very specific agenda.
Exactly.
And the killer's signature only gets more chilling from there, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. This first victim, Mary Boone, she's 19 from Ottawa, found with duct tape covering her mouth.
Yeah.
And on that tape, this chilling Latin phrase, memento mori.
Memento mori. Okay, remember you must die. But your sources point out it's got deeper meanings, too.
It does. Multiple interpretations, some even about, paradoxically, living life to the fullest by remembering death.
Okay, and then there's a second victim.
Yeah, quickly. John Miller, a massive bodybuilder from a local gym, found decapitated in a church parking lot.
Oh, wow.
Again, memento mori on tape across his mouth.
So definitely a serial killer, but one with this, like you said, almost artistic signature.
Precisely. And this chilling phrase, it isn't just a warning. Eratori, the killer, he weaponizes its broader philosophical meaning.
How so?
Well, while it's literally, remember you must die, the concept, extends to how acknowledging our mortality can inspire us to live fully. He twists it, imposing his grotesque vision of living life to the fullest upon his victims, turning their final moments into this kind of macabre lesson.
So it's not just about whodunit, it's about the killer's warped philosophy, a challenge laid before Gib.
Exactly. From the very beginning.
Now, what really elevates this book, I think, beyond a typical thriller, is the killer's method. It's so meticulous, almost academic.
It really is.
As Gib and his partner Harry Whittis dig deeper, they discover the killer, Francis Eratori, a former priest with a seriously dark past, isn't just leaving random clues.
No.
He's staging his murders to replicate masterpieces by the 17th century Italian painter Caravaggio.
Caravaggio, yeah. And that's where the book's brilliance truly shines.
It's not just about gore, then. It's an intellectual puzzle. It pulls you deep into the narrative, doesn't it? You're constantly looking for the next artistic clue.
Absolutely. And this leads us right to the core of Eratori's terrifying brilliance. Each painting he chooses, Death of the Virgin, Narcissus. It reveals his precise targeting of what he sees as vices, pride, vanity, hypocrisy.
Yeah.
He uses art, paradoxically, to critique these human flaws.
It's calculated, like a pedagogical cruelty almost. Each crime scene is a message, a commentary on the victim through art.
Exactly, a commentary on their supposed failings through the lens of classic artwork.
Let's look at the details. They're pretty shocking, but brilliantly woven in. The first victim, Mary Boone, found in that torn red dress, throat cut. That mirrors Caravaggio's Death of the Virgin, which depicts Mary in a red dress. It's unnerving.
Right.
Tells you this killer is operating on another level.
Definitely. Then you have John Miller's decapitation. Huge guy, bodybuilder, found decapitated. And there's this piece of cardboard nearby with HAS visible on it.
HAO.
It's a direct, chilling reference to Caravaggio's David with the head of Goliath. The sword in David's hand is inscribed HASOS.
Which means?
It's an abbreviation for humilitas, occidit, superbium, humility kills pride.
Wow. So a direct, taunting message aimed at Miller, the bodybuilder, and at Gibb, forcing them to decode this twisted philosophy.
Precisely.
And the horror continues with Brandon Watson's disappearance. Described as this vain little thing, grandson of a grocery magnate, just had a nose job.
Right, the vanity angle.
He vanishes. Found months later in a stainless steel coffin-like box, completely disintegrated except for remnants. Yellow narcissus flowers left nearby.
Ugh. It's a horrifying callback to Caravaggio's Narcissus, the mythological figure obsessed with his own reflection.
The stainless steel served as his reflection. That's truly twisted. A conceptual, psychological act of judgment on his vanity.
It really is. And lastly, the crucifixion of Father Peter Linton. So disturbing.
A priest.
Crucified upside down, with a balding head, cropped beard, just like St. Peter in Caravaggio's Crucifixion of St. Peter.
He even found a victim who looked like the painting.
Seems so. It shows this almost obsessive level of planning. Underscores Aratori's belief in his own superiority, not just as a killer, but as a judge.
And there's even a connection with Aratori's own name to Caravaggio.
Yeah, his surname, Aratori, apparently connects to Caravaggio's mother. Another unsettling layer astute readers might pick up on.
It just keeps adding layers. Now, the stakes become incredibly personal for Gibb, right? That adds another level of immersion.
Absolutely. Aratori isn't just killing randomly. He's playing this relentless mind game with Gibb.
How so?
He calls Gibb directly, knows intimate details about his personal life, even mentions his girlfriend, Sharon Lee, threatens her.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about catching a criminal anymore.
No, it's this high-stakes intellectual chess match. Gibb's life, the lives of those he cares about, they're directly on the line. The author really makes you feel that pressure building.
Yeah, you do feel it.
And this raises a crucial question. What's actually fueling this killer? What's his motivation?
Right.
You discover Aratori claims he's dispensing vigilante justice. He alleges Father Peter Linton, for instance, was an abuser of altar boys.
Okay.
And that he also targeted others supposedly responsible for atrocities in Indigenous schools in Canada. He sees his murders as righting wrongs.
That's a but.
A huge but. This is chillingly contrasted with his own dark history. He was a child abuser himself. A parasite killed his parents at 15, and he's a prolific serial killer. Dozens of victims across 2 continents.
So this really introduces a challenging moral ambiguity. Can an evil person ever do something right, even with abhorrent methods?
Exactly. The book doesn't give you easy answers. It kind of invites you to navigate that really uncomfortable space.
And the book also digs into the ethical dilemmas the police face too, doesn't it? Gibb himself, who you might describe as ethical to a fault.
Yeah, generally.
He crosses lines that, well, they surprised me. In his relentless pursuit, he's forced to make this deal with the gang leader, Do Juan Burl, Digger, to find a corrupt cop.
Right, that whole subplot.
And the resolution involving the officer's death, it shows these murky gray areas where justice can take very different forms outside the courtroom.
It's a stark portrayal, isn't it?
Gibb even consciously chooses not to expose Digger for past crimes or report his own actions for what he believes is the greater good. What does that say about him? About the cost of justice?
Well, his choice to work with Digger and then deliberately look the other way, it sort of shatters that clean line of good cop versus bad criminal. It forces him, and you as the reader, to question if the ends can ever justify the means, especially when the legal system seems to falter.
It's not just a plot twist, then.
No, it's character defining. Explores integrity, compromise, in the face of overwhelming evil. It makes Gibb a far more complex, compelling character than your typical detective.
So the hunt for Aratori, it's relentless, right? Spans continents.
Absolutely. Italy, Gatineau, Toronto. Gibb and Harry are trying to piece together the full scope of his crimes.
But despite Eratori's arrogance leaving clues, communicating directly, he's elusive.
Incredibly elusive.
Yeah.
Always seems one step ahead. The tension just keeps escalating.
Until that confrontation in Fort Erie.
Yeah, dramatic confrontation. Fierce gun battle ensues. And then a truly heartbreaking moment.
Gibb's partner, Harry Whittis.
Tragically killed by Eratori. It's brutal, unexpected. Changes everything for Gibb and, for the series moving forward.
That loss must just fuel Gibb's obsession.
Deeply. He spends the next 14 years just haunted by Eratori's escape, Harry's death, chases every lead, every ghost.
14 years.
14 years. But then something truly unbelievable happens. Eratori, after all that time, he's suddenly found dead in an apartment.
Just found dead after 14 years on the run.
Yeah. And here's where the book delivers its final gut-punching twist. The one that redefines everything you thought you knew about justice and revenge.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's a shocker. The revelation is, Eratori was killed by none other than Terry Weber.
Terry Weber, Gibb's original partner, from years ago.
That's the one. Terry, driven by the lingering trauma of Eratori's actions killing Harry, shooting Gibb himself years prior, he takes matters into his own hands, becomes the very thing he once hunted.
Wow.
And the book culminates with Gibb, the ethical-to-a-fault detective who has always upheld the law, making this profound, unsettling choice.
What does he do?
He helps his old friend Terry dispose of the weapon, becomes an accomplice to the murder of the serial killer he hunted for so long.
Whoa, okay. That forces you to reflect deeply on what true justice means when the system fails, and the personal cost.
It's an unforgettable moral quandary. The author doesn't shy away from that discomfort at all. Invites you to weigh the systemic failures against personal tragedy.
And consider if there's ever a necessary murder, like the title implies.
Exactly. It's a truly bold choice for a crime novel.
Yeah.
Leaves you with more questions than answers, but in the best possible way.
So, wrapping this up, what does it all mean? Murder of Necessity is clearly far more than just a detective novel.
Oh, much more.
It's a deep dive into the darkest corners of the human psyche, the intricate world of criminal profiling, and this disturbing journey through art history, filled with detailed, chilling crime scenes, complex, relatable characters like Gibb and Harry, and that morally ambiguous ending that, will stay with you long after you finish reading.
It truly offers those aha moments through the unique Caravaggio connection. It gives you multiple perspectives on justice, on vengeance, and it never feels overwhelming, despite the intricate plot and all the layers.
Yeah, it balances it well.
The personal stakes for Gibb Bohannon, combined with the killer's chilling intellect and that relentless pace, it just creates a truly unforgettable reading experience. You won't want to put it down.
It sounds like the kind of book that makes you think, makes you feel, and keeps you guessing right to the very last page.
That sums it up perfectly.
So if you're looking for a book that's both a thrilling page-turner and a thought-provoking exploration of morality, one that pushes the boundaries of what you expect from a crime novel, Murder of Necessity comes highly recommended based on these sources.
Definitely.
It leaves you with that provocative thought. When is personal vengeance an act of justice? And when does the line between right and wrong become just, irrevocably blurred?
A question worth pondering.
Go explore this one for yourself. You won't regret it.